This is GerotheHero, and this is my review of Bloodvores Episode 1. In this episode, we're introduced to the main character, Milu, and he's basically in a car chase, and he's just robbed a bank. Right away, we're introduced to the situation of this world that, because of an experimental drug, a lot of people have been infected. A virus mutated because of a medicine, and people are becoming Bloodvores. So what we find out right away is that it's a condition that you pretty much are like a vampire in the sense that you need a lot of blood to, I guess, stave off the virus. So we find out that this group of, teenagers are trying to rob banks, which I would assume is to pay for extra blood. That's what they implied, essentially. When they go to steal the bank, right away, one of the other characters, her name's Zoe, her collar goes off, and I guess they track Bloodvores. So they took too much time robbing the bank. So it sets off the alarm in her collar, so they have to leave. And the other dilemma is that one of the people in their group, when he doesn't have his mask on and a kid sees him, initially he wants to kill the kid because he's seen his face, but the others convince him not to. Now they all take off because of the alarm, and they're about to take off, and essentially, because her collar is set off, Wynn decides that they need to leave her because it doesn't matter where they go. If that alarm's set off in her collar, they'll be able to track them. So what Milu decides is that he's going to take Zoe and try to escape in the car, and the others will take off with the money. Well, they all get captured, of course, and they get sent to this police facility to get questioned. Well, initially, Milu thinks they're just going to get off because, one, they're juveniles and it's just robbery, and we find out that he didn't really steal money, he stole documents, so they'll probably charge him less. What we find out is that 15 people were killed. Now, at this point, Milu doesn't know if Wenchao kind of lost it and killed people. We really don't know at this point. So when they're sent to trial, everybody wants to execute him, of course. And we find out that Wenchao didn't kill anybody. So the question is, did they get set up? And then it switches to a scene where we find out that Milu's dad is the director of this organization that handles Bloodvores and controls them. He's the BST director. And he's discussing some kind of conversation with, I would assume, his boss, and they're asking him how he's going to handle this. And the father, I would assume, doesn't know that his son has been set up. So, of course, they're all convicted, and they're convicted of murder, and they're going to execute them. Well, en route to their prison, to where they're going to get executed, they're stopped and they're shot at. So seemingly we think they're going to die, but of course in the preview it kind of spoils that because it shows that they're in a facility with other Bloodvores, and it looks like it's kind of like a way to weed everybody out because they're all in like a death battle. And we see these creatures coming out fighting the Bloodvores, so it's not clear. Maybe that's what people turn into, those creatures. But maybe this death battle is a way to get rid of the Bloodvores. It's not really clear, but it's holding my interest despite the animation's kind of like average. So I'll be interested to see how episode 2 is, and if the story is going to be generic or it's going to be really interesting or not. So like always, comment below, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you next time.